My child, I see you, right where you are, wondering, waiting, hoping, sometimes doubting. You've asked questions in the stillness of the night. Where are you, Lord? Why the silence? Why the delay? You feel like you're in the in-between, holding your breath for answers, for direction, for something to shift. But let me tell you what you need to know first. I am with you in the waiting. Not ahead of you, waiting for you to catch up. Not behind, trying to pull you forward. I am right here, right now, beside you, within you, watching over you with a love that never sleeps and never wavers. I know this time feels quiet. I know it feels like the answers aren't coming fast enough or in the way you expected. But waiting with me is not empty. It is not passive. It is not punishment. Waiting with me is sacred space. It is where trust deepens, roots grow down strong, and you begin to truly understand what it means to walk with me, not just when life moves forward, but even when it feels like everything stands still. David understood this. He knew what it meant to be surrounded, pursued, misunderstood. And yet he wrote these words with courage. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Psalm 27:14. David was not offering shallow encouragement. He was speaking from experience, battle-tested faith, wilderness-worn hope. He had come to understand that waiting on me was not wasting time. It was where he found me to be enough. More than enough. Let me take you back to the beginning of that psalm, to the words David used to steady his soul. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27:1. These are the words of someone who didn't just know about me. He knew me. He walked with me. He trusted me when the world around him gave him every reason not to. That's the heart of a personal relationship with me. It is not religion. It's not ritual. It's not just about believing that I exist. It's knowing me, trusting me, talking with me, listening for me. Depending on me is the source of your strength and peace, especially in the waiting. When David wrote, "One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life." Psalm 27:4. He wasn't just asking for a place. He was asking for my presence. He said, "God, above all else I want you. I want to be where you are. I want to live my life in communion with you." That's what I want with you too. I'm not after your performance. I'm after your heart. I created you for relationship. That's why you feel that ache when you try to live without me. That's why nothing else truly satisfies. Not success, not people's approval, not even answered prayers. Because I made you to walk with me, to know me as your father, your friend, your refuge, your redeemer. And I know it's easy to grow restless, to try to move ahead without me. But my timing is not a barrier to your blessing. It is part of your becoming. You are being formed in the waiting, made into someone who doesn't just trust me for outcomes, but trusts me for who I am. Let me tell you something else. When you seek me, you will find me. I don't hide from you. I draw near to those who draw near to me. James 4:8. When you lift your voice to me in prayer, I hear every word. Even the groans too deep for words. I understand them all. Romans 8:26-27. And when you praise me, even through tears or weariness, it moves my heart. David wrote, "Hear my voice when I call, Lord. Be merciful to me and answer me. My heart says of you, Seek his face. Your face, Lord, I will seek. Psalm 27:7 through 8. Do you see it? Seeking me is part of the waiting. Worship is part of the waiting. And in that place, you begin to experience something greater than answers. You begin to experience me. And I want you to know this. When you wait on me, you are never forgotten. You are not invisible to me. Isaiah 64:4 says, Since ancient times no one has heard, no ear has perceived, no eye has seen any God besides you, who acts on behalf of those who wait for him. I act on behalf of those who wait, not those who strive or scramble or stress, but those who wait, in trust, in hope, in surrender. You may not feel strong right now, but waiting on me is where your strength is renewed. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. I promised that, and I do not lie. So stay with me here. Don't rush this process. Don't despise the quiet. There is beauty here, even in what feels like delay. And I'm not just with you in the waiting. I am using it to draw you closer, to teach you to rely on me, to give you a new song, a deeper faith, a steadier heart. I have not forgotten you. I am not withholding good from you. I am preparing something, yes, on the outside, but more importantly, inside of you. Something eternal, something strong, something that will hold, even when the storms come. And I am with you every step of the way. You're still here. And I see that. You haven't walked away. You haven't stopped listening, even when it's hard, even when the answers feel delayed, even when your heart aches with uncertainty. You're still here with me. And I want you to know that matters. That's faith. Not loud, showy faith, but the kind of quiet, steady trust that makes heaven lean in. This is what a personal relationship with me looks like. It's not always filled with signs and wonders. Sometimes it's just you showing up in the silence, opening your heart in the middle of the unknown, whispering prayers with no lightning bolt in response, and yet you remain. That is holy. That is love. I don't take it lightly. So many have misunderstood what it means to walk with me. They've thought it meant you'd never suffer, never cry, never feel afraid. But I never promised ease. I promised my presence. I never promised you'd always understand my ways. But I did promise that my ways are higher. Isaiah 55:8-9. And I promised that I would never leave you, never forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. David, yes, the man after my own heart, cried out in his waiting too. He said, Do not hide your face from me. Do not turn your servant away in anger. Though my father and mother forsake me, the Lord will receive me. Psalm 27:9-10. He knew what it meant to feel abandoned by others, but never abandoned by me. He knew that even when he felt most alone, I was drawing near, receiving him, holding him, and I am doing the same for you. Do you feel it? Even now, this gentle pull toward me, that's not emotion, that's not imagination, that's me speaking to your spirit, reminding you I'm closer than your breath. I'm near to the brokenhearted, Psalm 34:18. I bind up wounds. I sit with you in the silence. I walk with you through the waiting. And while you wait, I'm working. Not just in the world around you, but within you. I see things you cannot. I know the full picture. I know what this season is forming in you. I know the strength you're gaining, the compassion you're developing, the deeper faith you're learning to live out. You don't have to see the full outcome right now. Just stay close to me and trust that I am weaving every detail together. Remember what my servant Paul wrote, led by my Spirit. We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. Yes, even in the waiting, even in what you don't understand yet, even in what seems like loss or delay, nothing is wasted when it's placed in my hands. There's another kind of waiting that's hard, I know. The kind where you feel you've prayed the same prayer over and over. You've asked me for direction, and the path still isn't clear. You've pleaded for healing, for restoration, for change, and it feels like heaven is silent. But hear this. I hear every word. I catch every tear. Not one prayer is ignored. Not one cry is dismissed. I am not far off. I am not unaware. You are not being punished. You are being held. Sometimes I withhold the answer not because I am withholding my love, but because I am doing something deeper, something eternal. When David prayed in Psalm 27:11, "Teach me your way, Lord. Lead me in a straight path." He wasn't just asking me to remove his enemies. He was asking for something even greater, wisdom. He was saying, God, I want to walk in your ways. I want to learn from you. I want to be led by your Spirit. And that is the beauty of waiting with me. It changes your prayers. It transforms your heart. It moves you from simply asking for an outcome to longing for intimacy with me. You stop saying, God, change my circumstances, and you start saying, God, change me in the middle of them. You stop demanding answers and begin to find peace in my presence. That's when waiting becomes holy ground. That's when we stop treating time like an enemy, and we begin to treat it like a gift where you and I can walk together, where I can whisper my truth to your soul, where I can prepare you not just for what's coming, but for who you are becoming. Do you see now? This waiting, it isn't a delay in your destiny. It is part of it. Because in the waiting, you begin to see me more clearly. You begin to hear my voice above the noise. You begin to want me more than just what I can give you. And that is what your heart was made for. Because a personal relationship with me is not built on outcomes. It's built on trust. And trust is not proven in the moments of celebration. It's proven in the in-between, in the valley, in the ache, in the pause. So don't be afraid to bring your questions to me. I am not shaken by your doubts. I do not flinch at your fear. You can tell me everything. You can pour it all out. Like David did in Psalm 62:8, trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to him, for God is our refuge. I am your refuge too. I don't need your perfection. I want your presence, your honesty, your desire to walk with me, not just when the road is easy, but even when you can't see the next step. You are safe with me here, even in the waiting, even in the not knowing. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are mine, and I am right here. You've stayed. You've listened. You've waited with me, not just for the end of this message, but through seasons of longing, through stretches of silence, through days that felt uncertain. And here you are, still present, still reaching, still listening for my voice. That's what it means to walk with me, to have a personal relationship that endures, not because everything is easy, but because love runs deeper than circumstances. This journey of waiting has never been about a destination. It has always been about us. About me teaching you to trust my heart, even when you can't trace my hand. About you learning to believe that my presence is enough, even when answers are slow to come. I want you to know something that is truer than your emotions, truer than your current situation. I am not distant. I am not a silent observer. I am a faithful father, a present shepherd, a near and tender friend. I am not just walking beside you. I am within you. That's what happens when you belong to me. When you receive my Son, Jesus, and believe in his name, you are not only forgiven, you are brought into the family. John 1:12. You are no longer a servant trying to earn your way into my favor. You are a son, a daughter. You are fully loved, fully known, fully accepted. And that is the foundation of our relationship. Love, not fear, not striving, not religious performance. Love, deep, personal, unbreakable love. See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. And that is what we are. 1 John 3:1. Yes, that is who you are. You may think that waiting means you're stuck, that I've forgotten you, that somehow your life has been delayed or derailed. But listen to me. My timing is never off. I do not make mistakes. I do not waste seasons. And I certainly have not misplaced you. Even when you feel hidden from the world, you are seen by me. Even when you feel like you're doing nothing, I am doing something eternal in you. You are not stuck. You are planted. And what is planted will grow in due season if it stays rooted in me. David said in Psalm 40, I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the slimy pit. He set my feet on a rock and gave me a firm place to stand. He put a new song in my mouth. Verses 1-3. That's what I do for those who wait with me. I lift, I steady, I restore. I sing a new song over their lives. That's what I'm doing in you. Your story is not over. Your song is not finished. The waiting is not the end. It's the middle. And even in the middle, I am writing something beautiful. Something that will echo with my glory. Something that will draw others not just to your strength, but to mine. Because waiting is not only a personal journey, it is a testimony. Do you remember the rest of David's words in Psalm 40? Many will see and fear the Lord and put their trust in him. Verse 3. Your waiting, your trust, your perseverance, it speaks. Others are watching. And as you trust me through the unknown, you shine with a hope that cannot be explained by this world. That is how I work. I take the things that feel unseen and use them to display my goodness. I take the hearts that feel hidden and raise them up as witnesses of grace. So when you wonder if your waiting has a purpose, remember this. I see the whole tapestry. You only see the thread in front of you. But I'm weaving it all together, every moment, every prayer, every tear. I'm not just preparing the thing you're waiting for. I'm preparing you, because when the promise comes, and it will, I want you to have the character to carry it, the strength to steward it, the closeness with me to keep you grounded in love and humility. And when you look back, you'll understand. This waiting wasn't wasted time. It was a holy invitation to walk deeper with me. That's what a personal relationship with me is. Not a transaction, but a transformation. Not a formula for getting what you want, but a journey of becoming who I created you to be. Someone rooted in faith, overflowing with peace, radiant with my presence. And so, as you continue to wait for healing, for clarity, for doors to open, for prayers to be answered, keep trusting, keep seeking, keep praying. Not because you're trying to earn something, but because this is what love looks like. This is what relationship looks like. You can be honest with me. You can ask your questions. You can sit in the silence. I will never turn away. I will always respond, not always with what you expect, but always with what you need. I know your heart. I know your fears. I know your longings. And I want you to know this more than anything. You are not alone. I am with you in the waiting. I always have been, and I always will be.